Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Beat Up 44 back. Brandon, College Hoops 24/7 on Twitter. I've done a breakdown on the SEC tournament and the Big East tournament, and now I'm going to come at you with the 2019 Big Ten tournament predictions. Uh, this is one of the deeper leagues in the country. A lot of depth. Bottom of the league's played well of late. The 13th seed in here is Nebraska Rutgers matchup. Rutgers, a team late in the year, really got some big time, great, awesome wins to really set their program up for future years and really help them out in recruiting. And they're going up against a Nebraska team that early in the season people thought was a NCAA tournament team with James Poyers, Glenn Watson, and guys like Isaiah Roby. But it just didn't pan out, and their season took a wrong turn. So Rutgers is a team late in the year who has momentum in this 12-13 matchup. So I love Rutgers in this opening matchup in the Big Ten tournament. As for the 14-11 seed, Illinois Northwestern. Northwestern finished dead last in the conference. A team with Derek Pardon and Vic Law, with a bunch of young pieces who really never got it going this year. And Illinois, up and down, inconsistent club with a few good players. Team that likes to get after you, trap, speed the game up. They just met like last week, and Illinois kind of dominated that game. So coming back, Derek Pardon and Big Law might be tough in this ball game. But I think Illinois is going to come in and play with more energy and squeak this one out, which is kind of a coin flip kind of game. But I like Illinois in this ball game. Indiana, Ohio State, two teams desperately setting on the bubble. Caleb Wesson's coming back. Indiana beat Michigan State twice. Guys like Juwan Morgan, Romeo Langford. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a fun matchup because both of these teams desperately need a win, trying to get off the bubble and trying to get a berth into the big dance. But Indiana is my pick. They've been playing good ball of late. This team has pros. I think their guard play is a little bit better than Ohio State's, and Wesson back. I don't think his conditioning will be up to par. And I love Indiana advance to face Michigan State in the quarterfinal. Had Rutgers knocking off Nebraska, the 5 seed. Maryland will get Rutgers. Maryland, Bruno Fernando, Anthony Cowan, two pro caliber guys, Jalen Smith. This is a team that brings a lot of length off the bench on their wings. I think Rutgers will find it hard to score in this ball game. Maryland will be fresh, ready to rock and roll, and they will get to that matchup in the quarterfinal against the 4 seed Wisconsin. Penn State, Minnesota, intriguing game. Minnesota, a team on the bubble, but I think they should be safe after beating Purdue last week. Penn State, a team who's been dangerous late. Lamar Stevens, Reeves, Pat Chambers has been coaching his tail off to get this team to play decent basketball, but I think Minnesota, team with more experience, down low, Jordan Murphy, Okoro, Amir Coffey, I think this team will step up and get a win. Dupree McBriar. So I like Minnesota in this one to advance on to take on the 2 seed Purdue. Illinois, Iowa. Iowa, a team down the stretch who's really struggled, but they can score the ball. Illinois, I think they can beat this Illinois pressure. The guard play, they score. Tyler Cook on a block will be too much. I think Iowa wins in a high-scoring ball game over Illinois, and they will get to go to quarterfinal Friday and take on Michigan, the 3 seed. As for Indiana, Michigan State, a team who just beat Michigan, knocked them off twice this season. Indiana's beat them twice. Revenge. Michigan State won't let it happen 3 times in a row, so I look for Indiana to fall to Michigan State to get to that semifinal. Team that's really playing tough after losing Langford. I think they're getting Ward back, so going to make them even tougher. Michigan State advances. Maryland, Wisconsin. Wisconsin's a hard team for me to figure out. Brad Davidson, they kind of like to score. Maryland, pro size down low, guard play from Cowan. I like Maryland to win this ball game and get to the semifinal over Michigan State. I think that game against Rutgers will get Maryland kind of in flow and in rhythm. And Wisconsin, Ian Happ, I think Bruno Fernando can offset that matchup. And I like Maryland to advance to the semifinal. Minnesota, Purdue. Minnesota just beat Purdue not too long ago, but that was at Minnesota. This game is in Chicago. Purdue, Carson Edwards, fresh. Dude can absolutely score the ball. And I like Purdue. Matt Painter, dude, he don't get enough credit. This dude can really coach basketball. So I'm going to roll with Purdue in this game over Minnesota. But I think Minnesota's going to come out and put up one hell of a fight. But Carson Edwards, the stage is set. He likes these big-time games. Carson Edwards, difference. Purdue advances. Iowa, Michigan. Iowa's a team. Michigan not been playing great or well either with Charles Matthews going out. They kind of threw their chemistry off. But Beeline, giving Iowa on a quick turnaround, I don't think Iowa's going to be able to out game plan Michigan. And I look for Beeline to have a hell of a game plan. And I look for Michigan to get back to what they do best and defend the ball and hold Iowa down. And I don't think Iowa can stop Michigan's offense in the half court. So I look for Michigan to advance to take on Purdue in that semifinal. So the semifinal, I got Michigan State, Maryland, Purdue, Michigan, Michigan State, Maryland. Michigan State is on a mission to kill the competition. Tom Izzo in March. This team's tough. They're proving something. Kenny Goins, love this dude, do-it-all kind of guy. Every team needs a Kenny Goins. So I look for Maryland to put up a fight, but I don't think they can. I don't think they out Tom Izzo tournament environment. I think Michigan State's too much. Cassius Winston is going to put on a show. Purdue, Michigan. Carson Edwards going up against a Michigan team, experience. Xavier Simpson, Charles Matthews. I like Michigan's experience in this ball game. I think Purdue's had a hell of a season, but I don't think they have what it takes to take down this Michigan ball club. So I'm going to have Michigan advancing to the final. And they're going to take on Michigan State for the third time this season. Carson Edwards, Cassius Winston, Michigan, Michigan State, in-state teams, in Chicago, United Center, where Jordan used to dominate. But Michigan State gets it done. Tom Izzo, losing Joshua Langford. He has done a hell of a job coaching this team and getting them to where they are in this season and battling for a 1 seed. Who knows? They win this, they might get a 1. But I think they out-execute Michigan like they had the first 2 times. And they just will. I think it'll be a pro-Michigan State crowd here. And I like Izzo and his boys to cut down the nets in Chicago and possibly get a 1 seed in the NCAA tournament. But, yeah, so Michigan State is my Big Ten tournament title pick. Hopefully you like my Big Ten breakdown. Comment with your picks and like and share this video. But thanks for watching. And March Madness, baby. It don't get no better than this.